Okay, let's try some new Planters peanuts. Two types, salted caramel and chili lime. Now, salted caramel is something that my friend DJ Glowing Ice and I were talking about. DJ Glowing Ice, uh, being from Industrial Industries World Radio, loud out of St. Louis. He's got a really cool channel and he does some great food tastings. And salted caramel was a trend in California which kind of died off after pandemic lockdown. I remember you could get salted caramel pretty much anything until around the year 2022. I actually made a list of every coffee shop in the San Francisco Bay Area that had a salted caramel latte. It was so popular, Starbucks even had one, and they don't anymore. So let's go ahead and try these. You won't find these in a large jar. It seems as if they may have recently been test marketed uh, in these smaller packages. So here's the ingredients: peanuts, sugar, brown sugar, honey. That's interesting because it doesn't say anything about honey. Corn syrup, peanut oil, sea salt, gum arabic, and dried molasses, and something else down at the bottom here, which I cannot read. But anyway, these are worth a try. I have always liked Planters peanuts until they stopped putting them in glass. That's actually when I quit buying those. That's been quite some time ago. Back when Planters used a glass jar, the peanuts were way fresher and crunchier. And now that they put them in plastic to reduce the shipping weight, the peanuts get chewy and they're not as fresh, not even near as fresh as what they used to be. But that's just the way it goes. And that's why I don't buy Planters anymore, is that they stopped using glass. Now, this says that they are distributed by Hormel Foods Sales LLC, Hormel Place, Austin, Texas. Okay, it says distributed by. It doesn't say anywhere on this package where these are from. It doesn't say where the peanuts were grown, and it doesn't say where the flavoring was put on the peanuts. So in theory, Hormel Foods could be having these grown and made in China, which I have nothing wrong with foods from China. But if these are a proud product of the United States, why doesn't it simply say proudly made in the United States? Maybe they're not. I don't know. Go ask Planters. All right, so let's check these out. Here's what's in the bag. As you might expect, peanuts. And here's what they look like. Interesting looking texture. All right, let's give them a shot. These are really, really good. I can actually taste honey in these. These are really nice. Salty. The caramel is all there. And this type of bag seems to have retained the freshness. These are still not as fresh as what Planters dry roasted peanuts used to be like when they were in a glass bottle. I guess nothing will ever compare to that from this brand. Again, unless for some crazy reason they started putting them in glass bottles again. And if you never had the opportunity of trying Planters peanuts from a glass bottle, I'm sorry, that's a shame because they were really super good. The quality just plummeted when they started using plastic. And I don't like consuming microplastics any more than when I can avoid it. I try to avoid plastic, which is hard when it comes to weird drinks. So salted caramel peanuts, I'll give these a 9/10 of any of the peanuts I've ever tasted from Planters flavored wise. These are peak. In fact, they're so good I probably wouldn't buy them again because I don't like eating a lot of sugar. So I would have difficulty not just eating this whole bag. So I'll have to have some restraint there. All right, let's take a look at these. Chili lime peanuts. Wonder what kind of chilies. Same thing, says where they're distributed by. It doesn't say where they're from. Okay, the ingredients in these. Peanuts contains 2% or less of peanut oil, sodium diacetate, sea salt, sugar, dried chili peppers. Darn, it doesn't say what kind. Citric acid, spice, canola oil, yeast extract, gum arabic, modified cornstarch, corn maltodextrin, torula yeast, corn syrup, extractives of lime, paprika extract. Okay, well that lists one pepper there, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's for color or flavor. And then ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C, natural flavor. All right, so I think these should remind me of a little bit of a Mexican or Tex-Mex flair, perhaps. Nope, that did not cut all the way off there. Let's try it again. Okay. That's lime. It's lime forward. It has a citrus. Okay, there's what's in the bag. I'm not getting a lot of red, so I'm thinking the paprika maybe more for flavoring than for coloring. They are a little bit red. Okay, here's what a few of them look like. All right, let's give them a shot. Chili and lime Planters brand peanuts. Dang, those are good. Got one here that still has the husk on it, or the skin. There's a couple of whole peanuts in there, but they're mostly halves. Those are really, really good. I'm surprised. I'll give them a 9/10 also. So I am very happy with these two new flavors of Planters, which I think they're being test marketed. See if you can find these anywhere and let me know down in the comments. These are 2-ounce bags. And I don't remember how much I paid for them. I think I paid $2. Oh, the chili lime is more. It's 2 1/4 ounces. No, they were $1.50. That's right. These were $1.50 each. At a discount store called Grocery Outlet, which is a really fun West Coast grocery store chain that specializes in overstocks and things that didn't sell well elsewhere. So you can find some really crazy, awesome, fun foods for dirt cheap at Grocery Outlet. Okay, so there's 2 new Planters flavors you might not have heard of. Coming up next in peanuts, I'm going to get into Chinese peanuts, in particular Chinese peanuts using Sichuan pepper, which has a chemical reaction unlike the capsaicin of chili peppers, which cause the burning sensation. Sichuan pepper causes a numbing sensation with a different chemical compound that tricks your taste buds into thinking that they've been vibrating at 1,000 times per second. It's a very interesting pepper. I believe most people would have heard of Sichuan pepper, but I'm going to taste Sichuan peanuts 3 types, including green Sichuan peanuts from China, which are my #1 favorite peanut in the world at present. So as far as peanuts coming up, those will be next. Stay tuned. If you like these videos, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, peace out from California and